Alright, today we're going to go over Leafeon. Leafeon got some cool updates in Sword and Shield, which I'll go into. I'm almost done with the Eevee series, so if you like this video, I got a ton other ones for Eevee if you're a fan, so check those out. And if you just like Pokemon, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please like it helps out. And also, if you have any suggestions or want to talk about anything that I put in the video, or you have any questions on Leafeon, just leave a comment down below. It helps the video reach more people, which I really appreciate. Alright, so let's get into it. This is going to be kind of a long one. There's math involved. I'm sorry. If you don't like math, just go over to another eeveelution video. Alright, let's get into it. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, I will definitely say that I feel like grass did not really get the correct placement that it should. Grass is not as good, especially a monograss type Pokemon with a limited moves pool. There's not a lot that you're going to be countering in overuse right now. Really, all you're going to be doing extra damage to is Dugtrio, Crawdaunt, Seismitoad you're going to counter very well, and I guess Tyranitar. But there's not a lot that you're going to be doing massive damage against. So Mono-type grass is just, no matter how good Leafeon could have been, it's just not in a good place right now. This is going to be a casual guide, but this will be a casual guide that you can probably use this Pokemon in just unranked matches or low-level matches. I would not take this up to Master Ball tier. You're going to be using this Pokemon purely because you like it, and honestly, we just need to see more people doing that. So if you like Leafeon, by all means, please use it. I'm sure whoever you go against, if you beat them with Leafeon, they're going to be like, wow, that person had a Leafeon and that was amazing. I want one. So let's get into the stats a little bit. So Leafeon has pretty good attack, really good defense, and pretty good speed. Its ability Chlorophyll is pretty good. The only thing that is kind of bad about Chlorophyll is Sunny Day has to be active, and Sunny Day boosts the ability of fire types, so you're going to take more damage against fire types whenever that's out. And there's a lot of fire types. There's also a lot of people that are just running fire moves. I run Mythic Fire on a lot of my builds just because there's so many steel types. I think Sunny Day Leafeon has its place. I'm going to go into a guide about that. But I would definitely say go Chlorophyll. The ability is not going to really matter too much unless you're running a Sunny Day build. I'm going to go into two different builds. One, you don't need the hidden ability on. The ability that doesn't really help you too much. And the other one is going to be a Solar Blade build. That one you need Chlorophyll for. You can't get it without it. So sorry, I'm going to go into some math, which is why I have an Excel file up here. Math is boring, I'm sorry, but it needs to be done. Just to kind of explain why I prefer Leaf Blade over Solar Blade. And I will say that, just to preface this, these are all damage numbers against a Dragon Dance build Gyarados. I picked Gyarados just because it's one of those Pokemon you're going to see pretty often. It takes one-time damage from grass because it's water flying. So it seemed like a pretty good Pokemon to base the damage off of. So I did a couple of calculations based on certain things. So just normal Leaf Blade damage with no modifiers. Leaf Blade against Reflect, just because if you're using Leaf Blade, crit is really important against Reflect, so it's a valid thing to look at, because that's the argument for Leaf Blade, is it kind of cuts through defenses. And then also Leaf Blade with attack +2, so Sword Dance. Solar Blade, you're probably going to use Sunny Day to set up, so I just wanted to compare Leaf Blade with Sword Dance just to kind of put them both on the same wavelength. If you're running Solar Blade, you're probably setting it up with Ninetales Drought, but you probably are going to run Sunny Day in that build instead of double setting up with Sword Dance, just because Gigantamax does change the weather a lot. And then I wanted to compare just no item with Scope Lens that gives you +1 critical. Grass Boost, so if you have a item that boosts grass moves at 20%, and then to the far right, it's just a comparison against Leaf Blade and Solar Blade. And then also the average numbers take crit into account. So Leaf Blade normally has a crit of 12.5% because it's a +1 modifier to critical, while Solar Blade only has a 6%. So those numbers are included in the calculations. And then also with Scope Lens, you go from 12% to 50%, which is why you see a big jump in average damage there. So overall, with my playstyle, I prefer Leaf Blade. I would run Scope Lens with Leafeon and Leaf Blade over Solar Blade. I think Solar Blade is interesting. It's cool that you can get a pretty big attack up and speed, but I feel like you're probably only going to get a couple moves off with that anyway, and that's if they don't interrupt Sunny Day. I think it definitely has its place, and its place is in doubles. I would not run Solar Blade in singles. I would only run Solar Blade if you have a team that sets up Sunny Day. So I'll show the Leaf Blade build first, and then we'll go into Solar Blade. I definitely wouldn't double down and just have Leaf Blade, Solar Blade. You're going to want to min-max this, so you have to pick one, and if you're in singles, Leaf Blade is a good idea. If you're in doubles, I still say Leaf Blade. But if you already have a team set up for it, Solar Blade is great. And I'm kind of rambling, but I just really wanted to go into this data. Leaf Blade, the reason that it's cool is because you get pretty reliable damage that doesn't care about opponent's Pokemon's defense. Critical damage eats through Reflect and eats through any defense ups that they have, which is why you see with Scope Lens, you're doing about 40% more damage against Reflect and 40% more damage with Sword Dance than you would with Solar Blade. I think it's cool. I like kind of knowing that I have a Pokemon in reserve that if I see Reflect or a whole bunch of defense showing up, I can just swap over to Leafeon and kind of try to whittle away. It is a 50% gamble. You might get it on the first turn, you might not. Leafeon is a little, not really a glass cannon, but special defense is pretty low, so you're going to get taken out pretty quickly. You have to know when to swap in, when to not. But I think Leaf Blade build is pretty cool just because it gives you one extra tool in your toolkit when you're going up against things. So both builds are going to use Chlorophyll and Attack Up, Special Attack Down. You're not going to be using Special Attack at all, so Adamant Nature is what you want. And also you're going to put all of your Eevees in Attack. We're not going to go over that in the second build because it's going to be the exact same. And also, this build is going to be the Leaf Blade build, so we're going to run Scope Lens on it. So Leaf Blade build, Leafeon uses 2 TRs, so X Scissor and Sword Dance. You're gonna get those from the Watt Traders or just doing raids. Normal raids for Sword Dance. X Scissor is gonna be a bug raid. And then 2 moves that Leafeon learns on level up. So Leaf Blade and Double Edge. Double Edge you get as soon as you evolve to Leafeon from the move learner. And then Leaf Blade, you can also use a TR if you don't feel like leveling your Pokemon to 50. It's not too hard, especially with the camp, so I would just save it for another. I debated taking Iron Tail or X Scissor. I ultimately went with X Scissor just because X Scissor is more reliable. It hits 100%. It's a little bit lower of a damage number than Iron Tail, but you're gonna miss a fourth of the time with Iron Tail with no other modifiers. The only thing that I don't really like about Leafeon is it only has 1 extra crit move, and that's Leaf Blade, so you can't really double down on the crit. You can only run Leaf Blade. X Scissor is good because poison types will take more damage against it, which counter you. Also, it does extra damage to a lot of other things. It gives you a better move pool as well. And then I just run Double Edge. Double Edge is just the safe, like, none of my moves will do good damage against this thing. I'm just gonna Double Edge and know that I'm gonna go out probably next turn. But I'm gonna hit him as hard as I can before I leave. Alright, and here's gonna be the Devil's Move set for Solar Blade. So Rose Incense is what I would go with. You can have Miracle Seed too. Rose Incense is just easier to find. You can just buy it from the Incense Trader. This gives you a 20% boost to Grass type moves. Chlorophyll, because you want that speed stat. I wouldn't really get the other one. You're not a tanky Pokemon, so you're not too worried about getting status effects, because if you get a status effect, you're dead. You're not going to waste a damage turn to put a status effect on you, so you're just going to have like a bad luck roll on a damaging move. So Solar Blade, Protect, Sunny Day, Double Edge. Kind of the same idea as the last one. You want Sunny Day to be set up already. You keep it on you just because if, you know, something happens and Sunny Day isn't up and Ninetales isn't around anymore, you need that out. You pretty much have to take it. You can just decide that you're going to go all in and take something else. Leafeon's move pool is not that great, so you're not really missing anything by keeping Sunny Day as just kind of insurance. Protect, just because you're a big target. In doubles, you can kind of draw attention to you, and then Protect if you don't think you can one-hit KO something, and then your partner gets a free hit. Same thing with Double Edge. Good coverage if you're gonna die anyway and you want to take something out that resists grass. Do it. This is definitely a like, hey, I think I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best because they resist grass type. And then Solar Blade, just so that you can get that 1 turn high damage grass move. And that's the video. Thank you guys for listening to it all the way through. There's a lot of information up front, but it was kind of needed to go into the build of why I don't recommend Solar Blade, because I know a lot of people do, and I think they're wrong. So I wanted to prove myself with data, if I was going to say that. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please like the video. If you have any suggestions or really just want to say hi, leave a comment down below. It helps the video. I'm almost done with the Eevee series. It's been a fun series. I might do a partnership with another YouTube channel. More details to come on that, but we might do some cross-promotional videos that I think that you guys would enjoy. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do it, and have a good day. Bye.